Hello everybody, what is up? Prof here. As you can see today, we're going to be doing a review of the Galaxy S26 Ultra. So this is a phone I've had a chance to use for about, I want to say, at least a couple weeks now since I've gotten it. So I got to, put it through its paces and everything, and actually have gotten to, test out the battery, the cameras, messed around with the privacy mode, the horizon lock mode, and all that. So I'm going to be going over what my thoughts were on these modes and everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, here we are with the phone right here. As you can see, definitely looks super cool from a design standpoint. It has a nice brushed aluminum sides to it. Like I said, definitely a decent amount thinner compared to the S23 Ultra, and also surprisingly a little bit lighter and stuff. And like I said, the other one, S23, definitely had some heft to it, but this one still feels pretty solid but also lighter at the same time, so that took a little getting used to when I was first using it. But yeah, and of course we got the screen with the anti-reflective, and this one's actually pretty nice because it's as I mentioned in the unboxing, I did get some screen protectors for it. These ones were by ESR. It's a pretty easy one. You get 3 in the packaging, and then basically you just do the standard clean the stuff off the screen, get any dust you see, plop it down, pull the tab, and then yeah, it goes right away, no bubbles. So yeah, definitely pretty easy installation for that. But so I'll go ahead and start off with the privacy screen. So as you can see, we got this regular screen right here, and honestly so far the screen has been super sharp. I have seen some people complain about, I guess, fuzziness on the screen, but I have yet to see that on either me or my wife's phone, so maybe it's just certain phones may have it. But other than that, yeah, everything's been super sharp on here. It's been looking really great. And of course, so we got our privacy screen mode that we have. So as you see, you can kind of see it right here, but if I turn it on, basically you can see it right there on camera, that. And then even if you can slightly see it like that, you can turn it on even more extreme. Then basically, yeah, you're not gonna, basically nobody's gonna be able to see your phone like that. So it's definitely a super cool mode. And like I said, yeah, it's just one thing to look out for is you will kind of notice that when you do turn the mode on, the screen does get a little bit more dimmer, because basically it's kind of directing all the pixels to be going straight forward instead of like in all directions. So you will see a little bit of dimness, especially if you're in sunlight. But this is also a mode that you can go into settings and customize to only work with like your banking apps, maybe only social media. So it doesn't have to be on at all times. So definitely been pretty cool and pretty impressed with just the technology. All right, now in terms of battery life for this phone, it's definitely been a pretty good step up from my S23 Ultra. Granted, I had that since launch for that one, but yeah, this one I've been able to basically take off the charger at 5:30 in the morning, and I still got at least probably about 25 to 30% by like 11:30 at night. So definitely this has been a really good battery, especially for all day. And then even compared to my S23 Ultra, I've been using this one the same, browsing social media, doing TikTok, listening to music, having YouTube run videos in the background with the screen off while listening to podcasts and all that. So all in all, the battery's been really good. I haven't really had a day where my battery is like super low by the time, and I don't even have to charge it while I'm driving. I just pretty much put it in the standard phone holder and go about my day. So battery life has definitely been very impressive on this one. And then also too, I got the 60 watt fast charger from Samsung, and yeah, this charges from like almost 0% to 100 in like maybe 45 to 50 minutes. So definitely really fast. And I will say the new charging brick, yeah, the new one that they got right here is definitely, I would say, a step up from the previous generation one. I had I want to say 25 watt that I got when the S23 came out, and when it was charging full speed, that one would get pretty decently warm when charging at full speed. This one actually has a pretty solid design. It's still plastic, but it definitely has a lot more heft to it. But I do notice that when this thing's charging like full speed, it barely gets warm. It actually stays pretty cool. So I was actually pretty impressed by that. So that alone was definitely worth it. And like I said, I think before launch, Best Buy was having some deal where it's like $10-15 off. So definitely super cool. And like I said, if you want some good fast charging, it's definitely a pretty cool one to check out. All right, now as for cameras on this, the cameras so far have been really great. As you can see, I'll go ahead and show you guys a few photos that I did right here. So yeah, those are a few photos I did. I did some of those yesterday evening, just kind of in the back area of my apartment. So then of course I had the low light photo with the Ichigo that I did at nighttime. Of course I had a few daytime ones I did as well. So yeah, for the super steady mode, all you have to do is basically just go to the top and then select your frame horizon lock. And of course you can see my dog sleeping over there, but yeah, so all you'd have to do is just press record. You can sit there and literally flip it all around like that. And then once you actually go look at your recording, as you can see, it basically just didn't even move like at all. It stays steady in one frame. And I've seen some extreme videos where somebody has tied this to like a tire of a car, had it drive spinning all around, and it's basically stays super steady except for some like blurring at the very top just because of the fact that it's spinning so fast. So yeah, the horizon lock's been pretty impressive. I'll also show you guys a couple clips of my dog right here, basically using the camera with the steady mode off and then the steady mode on. So also, yeah, this one also has a 360 audio when recording video and stuff, so it's pretty cool because it'll basically use all the microphones to pick up audio from all directions. And if you do have the Galaxy Buds Pro 4, you can use that for basically, I think it slightly picks up your voice a little bit more, but it's also an easier way to pick up even more audio from your surroundings depending on your recording situation. So that's definitely been pretty impressive so far. And of course we have the log video that records in like basically super high quality video. Then you afterwards you basically put in the type of filter that you want to use. So, you know, that one you would basically just go into your pro video, and it's going to look a little washout at first because you have all sorts of different settings you can do, but afterwards you can basically add whatever filter you want and it'll basically, you know, look really nice if you need that like super high quality. And then yeah, so standard with the camera, you're usually shooting at about, I want to say 12 megapixels, and of course you can go up to your, was it 50 and 200 megapixels, but granted when you do go up to the 200 megapixels, you only got like up to 10 times magnification. And of course on your 12 is basically when you got your full 150 megapixels. We got up to, yeah, it looks like it's the same 10 times magnification. So yeah, with the higher megapixels you get a little less zoom, but like I said, all in all, definitely pretty nice, and it's been super impressive just with the photos in general. The 100 times zoom works about how it does with the other models and everything. You can definitely get some surprising shots of how far this thing zooms in. Like I said, I used my S26 zoom at like a Twice concert, like back in, I want to say 2023, and like I said, it was able to pick up pretty good video. Like I said, you can tell sometimes the quality does get lower just with the extra zooming, but all in all, definitely pretty nice. Alright, so that's about it for this video. Like I said, definitely, like I say, pretty impressive phone. It's definitely pretty nice, especially if you're someone who's like waited for, I don't know, since the 22 or 23 model to upgrade. This is definitely a pretty nice little upgrade. Like I said, it's definitely been super fast. The battery life's been great. The camera's been pretty impressive, especially with that horizon lock. Like I said, it's definitely been pretty cool to see just the new technology they put in, especially with the even the privacy screen mode that they got on there. It's definitely really cool to see. And like I said, that's just the first generation of that, so in the future that whole screen privacy mode could get even better. So definitely super impressive. Like I said, if you guys are looking to upgrade, definitely this is a very good one to upgrade. I definitely I went with the 512 gig version too, because like I said, I carry a lot of my music on my phone. I do a lot of videos and photos, so usually I like the extra space. Plus with some of these newer games on the phone being, you know, 20 to 30 gigs sometimes, this definitely comes in handy. But yeah, all in all, definitely a very impressive phone. Like I said, audio's been great and everything. So if you guys are looking to upgrade, this is definitely a cool one to upgrade to. But that's about it for this video. Like I said, if you guys are new here, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And if you've also got an S26 Ultra, make sure to comment in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think about it. But all in all, I thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys later.